What's cracking, Jack? It's Sunday, November 23rd, and you're in the jungle. 8 games in the association. We're going to break them all down right here, right now. Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to the show. And for joining us for the first time, welcome to the jungle. I'm going to break down all 8 games in the NBA and give you my best bet, sometimes 2, for each one of those games. I'm also going to leave for you 2 links in the comment section. The first link is to my $5 favorite play of the day. And for just $5 and no further obligation, you get my best NBA bet of the day text to your phone. Yesterday's play was Tristan da Silva of the Magic over 13.5 points. He didn't hit, and he'll be sent to bed without sauerkraut tonight. We are hitting 71% of our $5 favorite plays of the day in the NBA. We've hit 17 of 24. The second link is to become a Jungle member, and for as little as 55 cents a day as a member, you get my full betting card sent to your phone every single morning. You also get access to our members-only Discord and a direct line to me if you'd like me to opine on any other bet that you're considering placing. We have a free weekly trial. Take it for a test spin and see if it's for you. Today's video is brought to you by Outlier.bet, the top name in sports betting research, and by Red Lobster. Loose candy is now available on the dessert menu of all locations. So we were 1-1 yesterday, light day in the NBA. We hit on Knipple over 16.5 points. We missed on Tristan da Silva over 13.5. So for the month in November in the NBA, we're 49-27. We're up 22.1 units. Play number 1, we're starting in Philadelphia, Miami at the Sixers. Miami's plus 1.5, over under 241.5. Andrew Wiggins out for the Heat. VJ Edgecombe questionable for the Sixers. This should be a high-scoring game. The Heat are the highest-scoring team in the NBA. They average 124.8 points a game. Philly averages 118.4. Sixers also at home. They haven't played since November 20th, so they're well-rested. I like Philly on the money line. And with this high total, I look at Tyrese Maxey over 31.5 points. It's a high line, but his volume's going to be there. Clippers at the Cavs. LA plus 8.5. Over-under is 228.5. Clippers are getting Kawhi Leonard back today. I like the over in this game. James Harden has been scoring a ton, and Kawhi Leonard back is definitely going to spark that offense. 6 of the Clippers' last 10 games, however, have gone over this number still, and 7 of the Cavaliers' last 10 games have. These two teams played twice last year, and the totals were 240 and 251, and both the lines were set similarly to this. They were set at 230.5 both games. Take the over, 228.5 Clippers and Cavs. Hornets at the Hawks. Atlanta minus 7.5, over under 231.5. Both teams on a back-to-back. The Hornets are terrible. They have talent. LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, Knipple. It's funny every time. And Brandon Miller. But yesterday they lost to the Clippers at home by 15 points, and James Harden was literally the only player shooting for the Clippers. He took all the shots, and they still couldn't stop him. They knew what he was going to do every single play. They knew what the offense was going to do every time down the court, and they still couldn't stop them. They're a collection of good basketball players, not a good basketball team. I would lay the 7.5 with Atlanta, who's one of the best defensive teams in the league. I'd also consider Jalen Johnson of the Hawks over 23.5 points for Atlanta. Excuse me. Orlando at Boston. Orlando's plus 4.5. The over-under is 222.5. Orlando on the BTB. This is the third time they've played this season. The home team won both games. This game's in Boston. I think that's the case again here. I like that Boston's rested after a really bad Friday night loss in Brooklyn. Now, if both teams had the same amount of rest and this game was in Orlando, I'd take the Magic, but I think 4.5 might be a little bit light for the situation of this game, the way it's set up. I'd also look at Jaylen Brown of the Celtics to bounce back and go over his line of 26.5 points. Brooklyn at Toronto. Nets plus 12.5. Over-under is 228.5. I will lay the points for the Raptors. Toronto scores 120 a game. Brooklyn's the second lowest scoring team after New Orleans. The Nets score 109 a game. Toronto has a point differential of plus 6.5 on the year. The Brooklyn Nets are minus 10.3 per game. The Raptors have covered the spread in 7 of their last 10. Brooklyn 4 of their last 10. Lay the points with the Raptors and also look at Emmanuel Quickly of the Raptors over 14.5 points. He's over this in 6 of his last 10 games with a median of 18 points a game, and he tends to feed off the bottom teams. He just hit them for 24 points last time they played this season. Portland at OKC, Portland plus 15.5. Big number. Over under 233.5. The Blazers are banged up, man. Drew Holiday's out. Shaden Sharp's out. Donovan Clingan's questionable. I'd stay away from a side and a total here and go right to the player prop market. And although the Thunder give up less points than anyone in the association, I have to consider Denny Avia over 23.5 points. He's been over this line 9 of his last 10 games with a median of 28. And there's no one else to score for Portland. He played them once this season, already hit him for 26. I take Avia over the point line. Lakers at Utah. Utah plus 9.5. The over-under is 245.5. Lay the points with the Lake Show here, man. Lakers are 5-1 against the spread versus bottom 10 defenses, of which Utah is a card-carrying member of. They just played November 18th. The Lakers beat them by 14. Lakers are 71% against the spread this season. Utah 50%. My favorite play in this game, however, is Keontae George of the Jazz to score 20-plus points. He scored 30-plus in 2 of his last 3, and he's been over this line of 20-plus in 3 straight, including 20 against OKC. Last game, we talked about how hard they are to score on, and he hit the Lakers for 34 when they played just 2 games ago. San Antonio at Phoenix. Suns are minus 2.5. The over-under is 234.5. I really like Phoenix in this game. I think the Spurs are being priced as a team that has Wemby and Stephon Castle right now, and they don't. And if you look at against the spread, evidence of this, you look at the spread last 10 games, they're 3-7 against the spread, so they're being overvalued by the books, whereas the Suns last 10 games are 8-2 against the spread. They're being undervalued by the books. I think they still are. Phoenix is 7-2 at home this season. The Spurs are 3-2 on the road. Lay the 2.5 with the Suns, and I'll see you next time with a little more money in your pocket.